Okay, so we're in 10.4. We're looking at inscribed angles now. Remember, inscribed angles are not central angles. Central angles go from the middle, go from the center. And we know that the angle equals the arc, where that's not the case here. Here, it's a little different. So here's a theorem, 10.7, and it says that ADB, so this angle here is half of the arc. So it's half of this arc. So for example, then this is a really, really easy example. Don't think that the homework is this easy. If this is 24, then half of that would be 12. So the angle is 12 and the arc is 24. Now I know there's some examples coming up. So here, so this is an inscribed angle because it's not in the middle. Therefore, its corresponding arc is twice as big as that. So this is 100. And then this is the arc that corresponds with this angle. And we said it's half of that. So half of 48 is 24. So angle T is 24 degrees because it's angle T. And then arc Q. Ooh, we're looking for QR though. We're not looking for QT. So if you think about it, this is a diameter. So all of this is half a circle. So all of this is 180. So then 100 plus what? Because this is half of it. 100 plus what gives you 180? Well, this is 80 degrees. So QR is 80 degrees. Okay. Let's go to the next example. So this one is more common sense. ADB is congruent to ACB because they share the same arc. So if you notice, they share the arc, they share the arc. So this arc isn't different. It's the same arc, so they both have to be congruent. And then now we have inscribed polygons, and that just means that they're inside the circle. So here we have an inscribed triangle. Here we have an inscribed quadrilateral. You can have really any shape that has 3 or more sides because remember, a polygon has 3 or more sides. So theorem 10.9 says that if ABC or measure of angle ABC is 90, if and only if AC is the diameter. So if you look at AC, it is a diameter. How do I know that it's a diameter? Because it's going through the center. And because it's that diameter, it's cutting this in half. So this arc is really 180. Therefore, the angle that corresponds to it has to be 90 because this is 180. What's half of 180? 90. Okay. This is important. Theorem 10.10, a quadrilateral can be inscribed in a circle if and only if its opposite angles are supplementary. So H and I have to equal 180. And A and R have to equal 180. They're supplementary. That's what supplementary means. So we're going to go and do some examples on this. So here, it says find the value of each variable. Well, we know that opposite angles are supplementary. So P plus R equals 180. Well, P is 75, R is Y, and we just solve. So it's minus 75. Y equals 105, right? And then the next one is Q plus S. And Q is 80 and S is X. And we solve for X. So minus 80 minus 80. X equals 100. Now the next one is not as easy, but it's not that much more difficult. It's still the same process. K and M. K plus M equals 180 because they're opposite. Well, K is 4B. And M is 2B, and they equal 180. Combine them. 6B equals 180. And then solve. Divide by 6. Divide by 6. B equals 30. And then same thing with L and J. They're opposite. So L plus J equals 180. L is 2A. J is 2A. And it equals 180. Then you combine them. And then you solve by dividing by 4. 4 goes into 180. I know that, well, you can use your phone calculator, I guess. But if you don't have a calculator, I mean, this is a way to do it. Or just Google one. 45. Okay. Can you see that? Okay, now you can.